Budha spots two players fighting in the distance, and even though he could throw some snipe shots or third party, he ends up deciding in game 5, putting him in third place with 30 points, Sam at 32, and Budha with an impressive 47 points. But if Budha dies early in the final game and Sam or Creo pop off, Budha will lose the tournament, going from a first place $3 million finish to a second place $1.8 million, losing out on $1.2 million. So the entire world of Fortnite was watching this kid fly down into game 6 of the Fortnite World Cup. But so was the entire tournament. Anyone who wanted to win would try to make a last minute drop on Budha to try to make a hero play and shake up the tournament.
I'm looking around because this is my thoughts. I see or I hear all these kids coming. I'm like, bro, I'm in first. Someone's gonna grief me. It's the last game and I want to win.
But as Budha was dropping into his final game, he saw something.
I'm like, what's that?
Call it a gift from Donald Mustard. Budha saw the Fortnite logo, a llama. So with everything on the line in the final game, Budha decided to change his drop spot, and this obviously ended up being a huge play. This would also throw off anyone who was trying to land on him in the final match. He loots up this area that he has never landed at before and ends up rotating to the llama to get all the materials that he's going to need for this entire game. Budha spots two players fighting in the distance, and even though he could throw some snipe shots or third party, he ends up deciding to run away and move to center zone. The worst thing he can do right now is die early and let someone steal this from him. He's very careful, rotating all the way into the zone, and eventually uses the slipstream. He ends up going all the way to the center, and because he's in the middle, he ends up getting zoned a bunch of times. And this is where this narrative started, where people were saying Budha was getting very lucky with the zone placement, but that's not the case. In game 1, he did not get the zone, and we've seen him clutch and win games with the zone pulling far from lucky landing. He's just doing a really good job staying center zone, and that's something a lot of the players in this tournament were not doing.
Consistency so key, and Budha has embodied that today. Only one bad game. The rest have been absolutely electric.
But while Budha is sitting pretty, Sam is not letting up. He's getting eliminations, and he knows he's right on Bugha's tail.
Replay did get his first limb of this game, and you see the fist bump right there. That was Clicks who gets cut down.
He's made it to the half zone, but there's still 50 players alive, and Sam is hunting for more kills.
He's still 15 behind, Ben. Bugha's still in this game. What he needs right now, Budha to go down, and he needs 5 more limbs and a victory royale. No!
There it is. That was the deciding moment. A player, Zate, jumped into Sam's box and took him out. And now everybody knows that no one is going to be able to catch Budha. Again, Budha, with no builds and nothing to his name, decides to do another insane clutch. He sees this player next to him. He ends up taking the wall, editing open, one pumping him. There's the refresh that he needed, and now he's going to be rotating in. At this point, he is extremely confident. He knows Sam died, and he's going to put on a clinic against all these players. He has this guy weak. He's out of mats again. He knows he has to rotate out. He catches him on the rotation. More materials, going for the high ground. Baller in his box, puts down the trap. That Baller gets out. Complete chaos. The final game of the World Cup. Still 20 players running around. He's in a top 10 situation, but he's only down to 9 builds. You can see him smiling right now. The camera crew behind him. The moment that he's been working for, but he still wants to finish strong. He has no mats remaining, and he's going to drop down on the low ground. He sees some players below him. He takes a couple shots, but with nothing left, he ends up dropping and picking up his final elimination. Pure and utter chaos breaks out, but Budha leaves no doubt that he is the World Cup champion.
Your Fortnite World Champion, Budha!
Ladies and gentlemen, Budha wins the World Cup, earns $3 million, holds up the trophy, goes on Jimmy Fallon, and ends up solidifying himself as a Fortnite icon. Guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.